Alright, I thought I'd make a video using GPT in Python. And we'll try and make some code in there and see what it's like. I've messed around with it a bit, but so I'll be using this this kind of quick start guide, I guess, is what it is. So first of all, you've got to create an account over here. You do have to, if you go into the pricing, it's very cheap. It's 0.0004 cents per 1,000 tokens. And from what I can work out is, well, yeah, so 1,000 tokens is about 750 words. So that would include every word you ask it and every word it says back. I don't know exactly how they do that when it's not a word, but it's pretty cheap. Yeah. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is get an API key. So you just go view API keys. I'll actually just delete these ones. And we'll just create a new one. And I'll delete this afterwards. So that's our API key here. And we'll go over here. And we'll go, so you could do this in Google Colab, which is here, but just for the sake of already having it set up, I'll just do it in a Jupyter notebook, and I just like Jupyter notebooks a bit better than Google Colab, and it's probably less, it's probably easier for my computer too while I'm streaming. So I'll go to terminal. I just get my Jupyter notebook. So I'll just do it in this one, kinda activate. So you don't have to do this if you're doing it in Google Colab. And Jupyter notebook. And we'll just get a new notebook here. So the first thing you'll have to do is install it, which is just this. So you just go pip install. I've already done this, but just for the sake of the video, I'll do it again. Actually got to put one of these guys there. And this will install, but obviously I've already got it installed, so that's all good. And then we just import our API key. It's quite simple. Just put your API key here. So go grab that. It's that one there. And the API key, the first time you use it, it does take about 1 or 2 minutes for it to activate the very first time. So if you're wondering why it's not working and you just set it up, that's probably why. And that's that. We can go down to the next one. So this is just saying pretty much that this is not a good way to use your API key. You should really keep your API key stored, yeah, as an environment variable, but I'm not building anything serious here, so I don't really care. So we'll copy all this and we'll paste it in. And so we've got a few things here. The temperature is kind of the level of creativity is what they're saying here. It's the learning rate of the algorithm. So the lower the learning rate, or maybe the higher the learning rate, the faster, and the lower, the more precise. But they've called it creativity. This is what we type in, this is the prompt. Quality, speed, and cost. So these are the different engines. There's a bunch of them you can try. So I found this one's pretty good, to be honest. So I just usually leave that. the max number of tokens, you want to change this because if you're writing something that's longer than it's kind of long, this isn't enough. I usually change it to 800, so then you can kind of get like a full thing out in one response, which obviously you need. Number of completions, I just leave that as 1. I only need 1, and then yeah, just leave that as none, and that should be all good. And then got the last little bit. So that's a bit of code that will show you all the different models and stuff, but we don't need that. We'll just use the standard one. So we'll just grab this and pop that there. And the cool thing about doing this in Python is now if we get this to make code, we can just put it below and it'll work. So this is just gonna tell me what a GPT-3 model is in a friendly manner. Yeah, so we can type whatever we want in here. We can type hello. It should say hello back. What? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, that's very weird that it did that. But anyways, did that say hello world? Yeah, it did. That's interesting. Let's go hello world. Yeah, so we can write whatever we want. Write me a short story. You can get it to do all sorts of stuff. It's quite hot here, so my computer's a little bit slow. This time of day too, I've realized that it's actually quite a bit slower. I think there's a lot of people using it this time of day, in Australia at least. So there we go, we got a little short story. Write me a clickbait YouTube description. YouTube video description about bananas. About nuclear bananas. Same thing, just change the name. But the cool thing is we can go write me here we can go like in Python code me some art. Maybe I should have said draw, but anyways. And I've noticed there's a lot of problems with the code that it spits out, because it's kind of getting stuff from yeah, we'll just do this. Yeah, it's getting a lot of its code from like old, there we go, there's some art from old Stack Overflow forums and stuff. So a lot of the code's actually quite old and doesn't work, but some of it works, and you can kind of use it to fix it as well. So there we go. There's some art. Let's go write me some. What's it called? Some art. Let's go like Picasso. Did that close? Yeah, it did. I'll give this a go. That wasn't very good. But to be fair, Picasso's art's not very good either, so. And it does crash a lot. I don't know if that's just my computer. I think it probably is. I don't have very good graphics on this computer, so I have to restart and clear it, which is fine. And we'll just run these first two again. And here we'll go write me now. Yeah, you can go like pretty deep, so we could go write me stock market prediction model and test for accuracy and predict tomorrow's price. Boom. We get rid of that actually. So I think what happened there? Yeah, the server sometimes does that. You just run it again. That actually happens quite a bit. And it's actually interesting. Some of the things take ages and some of them are really quick. Like trying to make it draw a dog with like asterisks. I did that. It took like half an hour and the dog looked like shit. And then I was like making like deep learning algorithms and it took like 2 seconds to make it. So it's actually quite weird how yeah, the different yeah, like how long it takes for like quite different things. So straight away I can see a problem here. It's telling me to import my own data, so we're gonna have to go prediction model, test for accuracy, predict tomorrow's price, and download historical data from the internet. This may not work either, but we'll give it a go. So the problem with it is it always tries to get you to make your own or download your own data, but if you're using a machine learning algorithm with your own data, because everyone's like, depending on where you get the data from, there's different amounts of columns, and when you go to split it, or when you go to run it through the algorithm, if the columns don't line up the way it's expecting, it won't work. So you've got to kind of alright, and now this is another problem. We'll run it, but I know this isn't going to work, just because this this data reader doesn't work anymore. So it's giving us old code that doesn't work anymore. I just know that this data reader doesn't work anymore. I think you can get it to work, but it's an absolute fuck around. So this will throw an error. If it doesn't throw an error, I'll be pretty surprised. Maybe not. I do know how to fix this, but I've dealt with this data reader before. And another problem with this is, like, if you're not writing it yourself, it's so hard to actually know what's going on here. And yeah, you kind of got to go through and read it all to work out what's going on. And then at that point, you may as well have just written it yourself. And there's a problem with the data reader. See, what's happening here is it's downloading nothing, and that's why it's saying that, pretty much, because all the columns are just empty. So I do know a workaround for this, because the new one they use is Y Finance. So we'll go predict tomorrow's price, download historical data from Y Finance, and this should work, hopefully. So that's the new Yahoo Finance. Yep, that looks pretty good. It's all kind of input matplotlib. Yeah, I got that. So if you don't have these, if it says, like, it might say that that like one of these isn't installed, and then you just have to pip install it, and it should work. So there we go, it's worked. The accuracy is, that's a weird accuracy. Oh, that's the root mean square error accuracy. So yeah, it's a weird way of doing it, but anyway, so it's saying this is the price for tomorrow on Apple. But as you can see, it's only got the data from 2020 to the end of 2020. So what we have to do here is go 2023, and we'll have to put in the 2nd and the 8th and run it again. And it should actually give us it for tomorrow. Unless this is American time, which it might be, then we'll have to go to 7. Alright, so this is Apple tomorrow, 150. Let's go and have a look here. Let's go AAPL price. So 154, and it's predicting tomorrow to be 150, did it say? Yeah, 150.63. So it thinks it's going to come down a bit tomorrow, which is probably not crazy inaccurate. And now you can, like, yeah, predict tomorrow's price. Could just keep adding stuff and make a price chart with predicted price on chart, something like that. Get that error again, pro the server, yeah. So do it again. And of course this model's probably pretty shit. Yeah. At least now we're gonna have an actual chart that'll be kind of cool. And yeah, you can type in whatever you want. It doesn't have to be Apple. It's kind of done it differently there, but anyways, we'll use it. It's a little bit different, but it's fine. that did not work. Yeah, it didn't work at all. Test for accuracy. Let's make it even more, using rolling averages. So this is going to use like 20-day, 10-day, and 5-day averages, that sort of thing. And to price on chart. Actually, instead of predicted, I should go like forecast. Casted price on chart. We'll give that a go. And then, yeah, you can do so much stuff. Like this is machine learning, which is quite, I don't know, simple, I guess, but we could do deep learning, make it do some deep learning, which is a lot more kind of hard to wrap your head around. So it'd be interesting to see what it spits out. And this is only one thing. Like you could, if it's possible to do in Python, I guess you could just type it in and it would give you some result. This looks better. So pop that in. We've got Bollinger Bands as well. It's awesome. So we go 2016. We got to do this again. 2023, 2 and 8. There we go. Forecasted price. Huh? Upper band, lower band, rolling mean, close. So what? Oh, there we go. 156. So it's this one's saying that the price is going to go up. I don't know where. I never said anything about Bollinger Bands, but okay. And that's, I guess, what it's predicting for tomorrow. It's 156, which doesn't seem too far off. I mean, yeah, seems pretty good. You just grab a bunch of tickers and just put them in. AMC. No idea what that company is, but oh, is that the? I think that's the cinema, right? AMC. That's quite a lot of data too. We'll just go 2018. So it's predicting 6.67 tomorrow. It's at 6.18. It's kind of cool. The problem with this one is it hasn't back tested, so we don't know how accurate this is. Which is kind of interesting because I did say rolling averages, test for accuracy. Okay, use training data to test for accuracy. Let's see what this spits out. I actually do kind of like this, so I'll save this. Put this down the bottom. Put that there. Get rid of this. Now we'll actually put in a few. I should have said testing data. Use test data. Oops. I wonder if that'll mess it up. That should really be test data, not training data. I think that was still using machine learning. If we go down here. Whoa, where was that? Yeah, this isn't actually using any machine learning or anything. This is just if the last price is bigger than the last rolling mean, tomorrow's price equals last upper band. If not, tomorrow's price equals last lower band. So it's just using the Bollinger Bands to try to predict the price, which is kind of insane and probably not very accurate. This one is using machine learning. See, model equals linear regression. Linear regression is a type of machine learning. But as you can see down here, see how this line of code isn't finished? There's no close bracket or anything. That means that we need more tokens. So maybe we'll go like 1200 and we'll give it another go. It's kind of interesting too, like this is just using Bollinger Bands to try to predict the price. Just, I guess it could work in certain situations, but I don't think it'd be very accurate. Bollinger Bands is just the more volatility, the bands get wider, and the more it's been kind of going sideways, the bands get smaller and smaller. So I don't know why that would really work, but anyways, see what happens here. Can also, yeah, we'll mess around with some deep learning after this. Kind of like this, just it's kind of interesting, but this may take a while. See what it spits out. Hopefully it's not using Bollinger Bands. Yeah, I didn't mention anywhere in here about Bollinger Bands, and so this is obviously just what I typed in kind of matched with something on Stack Overflow, and they probably just kind of put a couple things together, and yeah, holy shit. That's it still didn't get to the end. We might even need 2000. Let's just go 2500, and that should be enough. Yeah, there's just so much stuff you could do with this. But the problem is you're not going to know how to fix anything if this is the only thing you've done. If there's a problem, it's going to be hard to work it out. Yeah, that seems to have done it. That last one was way more complicated. It kind of looked cool, but do here, we'll go 2023. Oh, we'll go 2019 to 2023. We'll go, actually we'll go 2018, give it a little bit more. 2023. I guess we can just type in 1 and then 8. I guess that'll work. And this is actually using machine learning, linear regression. It's the history. Alright, we got a problem. So the input contains nans, which is always a problem. This is just a problem that you're going to come across a lot, but we can fix it by going right here. We could go df equals df dot fill na and put a 0. So this will take all the nans, contains nan. So this will take the nans and replace them with zeros, which isn't the best way to do things, but it might work. We'll see. It might be a problem with the rolling averages in that case. There's not much we can do, to be honest. And we do have to update this too. The chart will be labeled wrong because these dates are different. Hey, it worked. Yeah, see how the dates here are wrong? But the dates, what we can do is we can just go 2018 to 2023. We don't really care about the exact day. 23. The problem is this price seems off. I'll run it again. That could be something to do with filling the NAs with 0. We could actually drop the NAs. Maybe we'll try that if the price is wrong, because Apple was, yeah, 154. So it's saying it's going to drop like 25% in a day. Yeah, see it says 125, so does not seem very accurate. And we've got a problem here. See, this is the NAs. Because the thing with the rolling averages is on the first day or the first period, it's gonna put not a number, because you can't average 10 days if it hasn't been 10 days yet. So what we'll do is, instead of fill NA, we'll go drop NA. We'll get rid of the 0, go drop df.drop, and that should fix this problem here. Let me just check that. Yeah, see, it's gotten rid of that, but the prediction's still fucking terrible. Which is kind of interesting. Maybe I'll go the 7th. Maybe it is American time, or maybe it's just a terrible model. There's definitely the chance that it's just a bad model. Which I think is probably the case. Yeah, it's probably the case. It's just a bad model. It's kind of saying that the price is down here. That's not the price though. The price is 154, and it's saying the price is like, because 154 would be up here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but it's not very good. So we get rid of that. And what we can do is, well, let's try something else. Let's try something random. Don't know what this company is. TTWO. Let's give that a go. TTWO. 105 tomorrow. Still seems off. Let's go 8th. I guess it's possible that it goes down that far. Still 105. Yeah. Alright. Let's go a bit deeper. This is fun. Linear regression's good, but it's kind of simple. Yeah. So let's do some deep learning. Go prediction model and test for accuracy and predict today's price using rolling averages. Download historical data from the Y Finance, makes price chart with full as price chart. Use test data for test accuracy and use TensorFlow. And we'll see if this works. This should be probably more accurate. I don't know, linear regression is kind of good. It's surprisingly good, to be honest. But if I was going to use machine learning, I'd probably use light GBM, which is even better than linear regression. That's what, yeah, a lot of companies use for like predicting who's going to default on loans and stuff like that, where it's like super hard to tell. So this one might be a little bit harder. And this is just, yeah, this is just like one use case of this, I guess. Like there's so many different things you can do in Python and you just have to type it in. But if you come into problems, that's where it's going to get tricky if you've never used it in the normal way. I guess you could just ask it, like if the problem came up, you could probably just type in like in Python code fix and then just type in the error, what the error is. But there's always going to be weird compatibility issues and just different things, like if the data's not if the data's not right. See, it's using linear regression again. Let's give this a go, even though it hasn't done it right. This is not what I wanted, but this is quite a complicated one compared to the last one, so it kind of be interesting to give it a go. So go 2020. Let's go the first of the first. I'm gonna go 2023. I don't know, this just annoys me where there's not a 0 there. We'll do it the right way. And then we go 0, 7, because it's closed today on the 7th. So yeah, there is no data past the 7th, so just have a quick look here. We can fix this up again, but we don't really need to. But we'll do it just to make it look good, I guess. To 23. This is probably going to throw that same error with the nans. I mean, sorting out nans is just like, yeah, input x contains nan. So we have to go after the rolling averages, which is here. We go. So we gotta go ticker df. Let's copy it. Ticker df equals ticker df dot drop na, and that should work. Yeah, once you've done a little bit of stuff in Python, you realize that there's so many times you've got to drop NAs. This is kind of interesting, so we might have to roll this back one more day. Here to the 6th. There we go. But it hasn't really. Oh, it was still running. Found array with 0 samples. Shape equals 0, 1, while minimum of 1 is required. So that'll be this reshape. So this is the problem. I haven't written this, so I don't know where the fuck this problem is coming in. But it did kind of work. Model predict x. So what we got to do here is go model predict x -1. This might fix it, but I'm not holding my breath. No. Yeah, there's obviously just a problem with it. It's just -1 like that. It's just the shape is wrong. The shape of the data going in is not what the model is, or what the linear regression is expecting. I mean, it's kind of cool. Like, so this is what it predicted, this yellow line, and this is what actually happened, this red line. So, you know, it's pretty accurate. It got that curve right at least. And this is just the history. Found array with 0 samples. I wonder if I could just do this. Let's do this. Boom. Let's grab all this so I don't lose it. It hasn't done what I've told it, but it didn't use TensorFlow. just put that there. I'll just delete this. And we'll grab this. We'll go. I don't know if this is gonna work. This is kind of in Python code. I've found out that if you type in Python code, it generally actually does Python code. Sometimes if you just type in like in Python, it'll just tell you what to do instead of actually giving you the code. So kind of surprised if this works. To an array of data with 0 samples, solve this error. You must provide the linear regression model with at least one sample of data. So there's a problem here somewhere. There's no data going in, so I don't know why that would be. Where is the model? Here. Nope, there. Model.fit xy. That's fine. It'll be something wrong with this line here. Possibly something wrong with that, shouldn't be there. Or this that I just did myself. Or this might have to be the exact same. Let's give that a go. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna bail out on that one. So it kind of worked. But it didn't actually do what I said it to do. What I said to do, so let's copy this and put this in here. Boom. And then, oops. Oh, this is what I'm copying. I really want it to try to use TensorFlow. So maybe we'll go for accuracy. Let's go in TensorFlow in Python. Right. TensorFlow deep learning. Give that a go. Let's see what happens. Don't need that. I don't need that either. Wonder if you could go like optimize this code and then type in this and like see if it does it. Alright, this one's done a little bit differently. And yet again, no, it has used. So this is TensorFlow here, tf.keras. So this looks good. Let's give it a go. This could be a good one. We do have to fix this. So test data. Let's go. Yeah, that should work. 2020. It's a lot of testing data, but we'll go 2021. So it's gonna go smaller than this date will be the train data, and then bigger and equal to this date will be the test. Let's have a look here. Model.compile. Put shape equals 2. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's give it a go. Oh, where did it get the data from? Yeah, looks good. Should work. Epochs equals 50, so this might take a little while. Oh no, they're pretty quick. So these are just warnings. Yeah, just saying my CPU can be optimized. And what's this one? Yeah, another optimization thing. So they're not errors, they're just we probably have a problem here because the loss equals nan. Predicted price is green. There ain't no green on there. Didn't work. Let's just go forecast these test data for accuracy, and then go write out predicted price for tomorrow and have dates. No, give that a go. See, every time it's a little bit different too, so if you just run it again, it's probably fine. Yeah, I wonder if you can go like, if you could go in, you go like optimize this code and then just like type in the code or something. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I like it when it's done like that, so I like that. This one's quite simple, but looks good. Let's get the date right again. So, well, that's fine actually. And 2023 0207. Epoch's 1,000. Fuck. Whoops. You still got this nan on the loss, which isn't good. That means it's probably not working. Have a look, it might. Yeah, it is printing tomorrow's prediction, so this loss equals nan isn't good. There we go. See, tomorrow's prediction equals nan, so we got a problem. Something wrong with it. Maybe we'll get rid of the rolling averages. Let's just go. Give that a go. I don't really need rolling averages, but they are really good, because with rolling averages you can kind of assume stuff that you don't already know. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, but a good kind of way to explain it is in a race. So say you're trying to find out who's the fastest runner in a two-man race. You don't know what the time is going to be today, but you can know what their average time is over the last 30 days, which will probably give you a pretty accurate time of what they're going to run today. So it's kind of like, yeah, just getting a way of working out stuff that you don't know today. Because obviously you wouldn't know what their time is going to be today because the race hasn't been run yet, but you can know what their average time over the last year, 6 months, 3 months, 10 days, 5 days kind of thing. Let's give this a go. Is this using Keras? Regressor, yeah it is. Wow, this one's kind of complicated. Let's give it a go. What is going on here? That is insane. Let's go 2020, 2023. Go the third. Oh, it's the second, isn't it? We'll go the 7th. Well, I guess the 6th. Because that worked before. Getting the real price of Apple. What? Wait up, let's go back. I don't know what that means. So is that saying 2020? Yeah, okay. So this will be 2023. Wait up. What? Is this just getting the price for tomorrow? This makes no sense to me, but I'll give it a go. So this is, so here we'd go 2023 second. So this would be the 6th to the 7th. Oops. 2023. So it's the real price, I guess. But how's it gonna download the price for tomorrow? So this isn't gonna work, but we'll give it a go. 2022, 02, no 2023, 02, 7th to the 8th. Actually, I'll just do this. The 8th hasn't even happened yet, so I don't know how it's going to download the price for tomorrow. But anyways, let's see what it does. That seems to be a massive, that seems to be like an error where it assumes that you can just download the price for tomorrow. Get the data. So go 2023. Second. Oh, actually, this is going to be the historical data. So we'll go 1. We'll go 2020, I guess. Go 2023. Second. And then 7th, I guess. I really don't think this is going to work, but we'll give it a go. Got 100 epochs. Let's just stop this. And we'll change the epochs to 10 because I don't want to sit here all day. Just change that to 10. Probably have to run this. Oh no, we can just run this on its own because that has nothing to do with this. I mean, you can type anything into this, and the loss is working, so this might actually work. Yeah, you can type into anything into this. Like, you could be like, make a weather prediction fucking model to predict the weather tomorrow, and it'd probably do it. Or I'm just so like thinking about prediction stuff because that's stuff I've done in Python before. But like anything you can think of, make a game, make all sorts of shit. Tuple index out of range. I've never seen that error before. It's probably something wrong with the dates. Yeah. It's getting a bit crazy, this. Maybe just go right TensorFlow deep learning stock market prediction model. Downloading data from Y Finance and show price prediction for tomorrow. I'll probably have to run this again, right? Oh no. So get rid of all of this. Something wrong with that one. It was trying to download the day for tomorrow and stuff, which obviously isn't possible. This looks a little cleaner. Let's do the same thing. 3, 2, 0, 6, I guess. If we go 0, 6, then it will be predicting for the 7th, which has already happened. So we'll be able to see how accurate it is. To find data adapter that can handle input. What? Model.fit. Where are the features? Give it another go. Yeah. Something wrong with the way it's doing this. I wonder if we can just type this in, see if it can give us any solution. Problem is I'm going to have to copy that. So just put this here. Okay. Delete. Boom. And I'll go grab this error. We'll go in Python fix. See what it does. Invalid syntax. Alright, does not like that. Ah, because we've got all these. What we can do here is go like this. And it should work. Maybe. Like that. Yeah, now it's all. Apart from here, there is a problem. Yeah, this isn't going to work. Give it a go. Yeah. Alright, so we might have to bail on that one. So you're going to get a lot of errors. It's something to do with the list that it's trying to make. One way around that would be go from by finance and save in data frame. Instead of putting it into a list, data to list, it'll put it into a data frame, which should solve that problem. I mean, this is like full spaghetti code, like bullshit kind of stuff. It's definitely not a good way to do it. Why is that not working? Still putting it into a list. Let's get rid of that. Let's run this again. Is it just giving up on me now? Save data to... Yeah, okay. It's just kind of not working. Let's just cut that out for a sec. Go prompt hello. Try to like, yeah, something's wrong here. Let's go kernel. Restart and clear outputs. Let's run it again. Name response is not. Let's go back over here. Did I fuck something up here? Yeah, I did. We need this. There we go. Now it should save it into a data frame instead of a list, and we shouldn't get that list problem. So this is the thing, is main ways to do stuff. Like you don't have to do lists, and you don't have to do data frames. Like I like using data frames. Some people like using lists. I don't ever really use lists that much, so I don't know how to like fix that problem. Wow, that's super simple. Gonna have to do the same thing. Oops, it's 2, isn't it? And we'll go the 6th again. So now it'll be predicting tomorrow's price, or today's price. So we'll be able to see how accurate it is. We'll change the epochs to 10. I don't know how you're meant to optimize this. Like, you'd have to do your own code because you can't really optimize it. I guess you could just add it into the end of this, like optimize model or something. Or so we got a fucking problem. Alright, this is just not working. I've never even seen this error before. Didn't get the data, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Let's try to make a weather. Actually, yeah, I don't know what it's done there. Model.fit, drop close. Yeah, that is a weird way to do it. Really, what it should be is like should be. Actually, I might be able to fix this. Cut, go x equals df.fit drop close y equals this df.close, and then we can just go x and y. Y.fit x, y, yeah, this makes. There's a problem here, that shouldn't be there either. Don't know why that's there. X, get rid of that as well. Is this gonna work? No, it's the same error. Okay. Df equals pd data frame data. Yeah, it's all sorts of fucked up, that one. Let's go like crypto. Like a prediction mod. Downloading data from. Let's go internet. So there's going to be just so many problems. I guess you could just keep fucking with it until you find one that works, but then by the time you've done that, you may as well have just written it out yourself, I feel like. Let's give this a go. See if there's any obvious problems. No. Just wonder if this this link is still a good link. Probably isn't. Epochs 50. We'll change that to 15 or so, just so it doesn't take forever. Yeah, it's probably a dead link, would be my guess. Yeah. 404 not found. So let's go make sure on the internet, making sure it's not a dead link. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll give it a go. I wonder if you could write like an arbitrage bot. Let's give that a go after, because I'm getting a bit sick of this thing just throwing errors. It's probably a lot to do with TensorFlow. If we got rid of TensorFlow, it might be easier. Crypto data. Is that the exact same URL? Maybe not actually. So maybe that is a good link now. Give it a go. No, it's a dead link. Expecting one field in line 10. Yeah, so what we can do is just have a look here. I mean, run that. Put this here. Low memory. Alright, it's not working. I couldn't be bothered trying to work it out. Let's go in Python code, write a crypto arbitrage bot. Let's see what happens here. So this should try to get the price from two different places, and if there's a difference in the price, it'll buy one and sell it at buy the cheap one, sell it at the expensive place automatically. Wow, it's actually worked. Buy one price, sell one base price. Get the current price of the market. Where's the exchange? Equals Binance. Damn. This is pretty sick. Like, that's actually... The problem is with this, it's not taking into account the fees. Oh, if the opportunity is greater than 1%, buy and sell. Maybe we go like account for fees. Ting for fees. Maybe the 1% is less than the fees, but it's pretty cool. You can just type this shit in and it yeah, you're gonna need an API key, but from Binance to use it, and I probably wouldn't put in a lot of money because it could just rinse your account in like 5 seconds if the code's wrong. Exchange fee, set trading fees for each exchange. What? Binance and BitMax. Interesting. Right, NFT sniping. But write a Solana, because I know Solana's written in Rust, so I wonder what this will do. Because you probably can't write this in Python. I wonder what it'll do actually. This might just spit out some weird shit. Kind of worked, I guess. Right, weather prediction model for Brisbane and tomorrow's predicted temperature. This will be interesting because I know it's fucking hard to get weather data in Australia. Yeah. see it's gone Brisbane weather.csv, so it's assuming we have the data, which we don't, so we're going to have to go Brisbane downloading data from the internet. Yeah, there is no API key that you can get in Australia to get data, weather data, to get it easily. Let's give this a go. Openweathermap.org. Or maybe there is and I just don't know about it. I know the BOM API doesn't work anymore because I think people were like making weather apps and shit and it was just costing them too much. So when you actually go to use the API, it's like stop. It actually gives you a warning like stop trying to use this API. Like data scraping is illegal and all this stuff. It's pretty funny. Key error main. Alright, so what we can do here is go boom, cut, boom, paste that there. Let's see if this works. It did. So now we can go data. Yeah, see I don't have the right API key. Invalid API key. This is a problem. What is this? Openweathermap.org. Openweathermap.org API key. I'm sure it's probably API key is all you need to call any of our weather APIs. Once you sign up using our email, the API key will be sent to your confirmation email. The API key always found on your account page. Sign up. Let's get an API key. Why not? It's gonna work. How and where? Okay. Okay. Okay, other. Pickle. Grab that. Does that have a way to use that key? Oh, there it was. I saw it. Sweet. So we go. Oops. Okay. Boom. Still doesn't work. Sometimes these API keys take a second to load. Or I don't have the right account. I'm not paying for this. does look like let's just generate another one. Let's give this one a go. Where was that guide? Let's use it like this. I've got to enter in the fucking longitude and latitude. Let's give it a go. Whoops. Boom. Let's copy this. Oh, copy the new one we made. Longitude and latitude of Brisbane. What? Latitude, longitude. Is that longitude? Yeah. It's there. And latitude is here. Boom. Boom. See if this works. I'm not getting my hopes up. Wow, it worked. No, invalid fucking API key. Let's go response. See what the response is. 401. That's the invalid key. So maybe I do have to pay for it. It's just hard to get weather data in Australia. I don't know what they're trying to hide, but alright, that was fun. If you got an API key, I'm sure that would work. If you paid for it. Or maybe waited a day or whatever it takes to, because they're usually not active straight away. Let's go write a game in Python code. I think I might leave it there. Yeah. I mean, the possibilities are endless. It just depends what you're trying to do and if it's actually possible in Python. I have thought of typing in like create an endless loop that crashes my computer, but I haven't done that yet. Import random. I might have to pip install random. Oh no. Let's go paper. Oh, capital P. Oh, bust. Go rock. Sorry, my phone's ringing. if we go like create heads or tails game in Python. Tails coin flip game. That should be doable. Oops. This may not work. It should be easier than rock, paper, scissors because there's only 2 options. Just get rid of this. Still got our little one down the bottom. Wow, some of them just take ages when they're not even that complicated. Maybe it's more to do with like not as many people have done this, whereas a lot of people have probably typed in create a game in Python. Not as many people probably typed in create a heads or tails coin flip game. So might actually have to like piece it together or something. I'm not too sure. And then I'm gonna go like optimize. See if it works. Man, it's taking ages. It is possible that this just does not work. Yeah, I might have to interrupt that. Let's go create a game in Python. And if I'm running out of storage here, it's definitely possible. I know. All of a sudden it's just died. I guess it is 6 o'clock, so there's probably a lot of people using the server in Australia. There we go. And then we'll go optimize this Python code. Okay, we'll put it here. Did that work? I don't think that's gonna work because it's just Yeah, this probably isn't gonna work. Yeah. Let's just play this game and then I think I'll leave it there. Guess a character. What were the options? Apple. Banana. Is that how you spell banana? Banan. Orange. Banana, you won. Sweet. I'll leave it there. So yeah, obviously the options are endless with this. Yeah, what if I do a prompt with nothing in it? Prompt equals nothing. I'll probably just crash it or something. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Hopefully you found that interesting and you can mess around with it yourself. Sweet.